Hi, I'm Tracy Falbe, real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Michigan Real Estate, and I'm based in Battle Creek. So today I'm talking about why I hate renting. A dislike of renting does motivate most people to buy a house sooner or later. Not everyone hates renting, and I'd like to emphasize that renting is often an appropriate choice for people. I rented apartments and some houses for many years as a young adult, and when I was in between owning homes as later in my life. So I do know what it's like, and I do know it has its uses, but I never liked renting beyond that first excitement of moving out when you're a kid and getting your own place. That's great, and it's a great step towards independence. But a lot of people do choose to eventually shop for a house. So I'm going to talk about why people get motivated to buy a house if they're renting, because there's some things to dislike about renting. All right, let's go into my 10 reasons I hate renting. Number 1, every year you have to wonder what the rent increase will be for your lease renewal. Most people have a year-long lease. Terms can vary on how long it is, but that lease will renew. And typically, especially these days, there's a rent increase. Unless you've been a good tenant and you have a nice landlord who appreciates stability and you being a good tenant and paying all the time. Rent increases are very common these days and often come every year, and they're hard on people's budgets. And it's also that lease renewal coming around. It's just kind of hard on you mentally because you're like, well, what's it going to be? Is it going to be something I can afford? Will I have to move? It's just kind of hard having that over your head. All right, number 2. It's kind of luck of the draw when it comes to maintenance. Maybe your landlord, landlady, property management will be good about maintenance and respond to problems in a timely manner and actually fix the problems, or maybe they will ignore you or not really fix the problems. I mean, I know what it's like to be in my apartment and basically property management sends someone over with duct tape and a budget of 0 and they don't really fix anything. So it's kind of luck of the draw on maintenance. So number 3, following on luck of the draw when it comes to maintenance for where you're living, is lack of control over repairs. I like to, as a homeowner, when I have a problem, I'm on it. I can start calling people. I can start scheduling the repairs. I can pick who does it. I like that control instead of like, okay, you complained to property management. Oh, they're not responding, or they send someone over who doesn't do a good job. And you just kind of have to live with it. So I don't like that. All right, number 4. So renting financially can be throwing money down a black hole. So with home ownership, your payments build equity, and theoretically and often in real life, when you sell, you get back a lot of that money you've put into it. It's holding your money. I'm not saying it's a profit, but you've been paying your mortgage, you've been paying for maintenance. Oh, okay, I need to move, I sell it. You should get a bunch of proceeds if you're able to sell it for more than you owe. And so that's kind of a big refund back of the money you've put into it, especially depending on how long you've owned it and market conditions at the time of the sale. Where with renting, every check you write, it's just bye-bye. There's nothing to recover. That is not the system. And basically, you are paying the property owner to invest in real estate, because that's what you do with rentals. You are using other people's money to pay for your real estate, so that maybe someday down the road you can sell it at a profit, or you can just keep renting it to have money coming in. So you're throwing money down a black hole. Now, there are reasons people rent, and we all have to pay. There is a cost for housing, whether you're owning or renting. So it's not like renters are making a bad financial decision. It's often the right decision for them. But there is no equity. All right, number 5. If you live in an apartment, you get to hear your neighbors through the walls. So with apartments, this isn't so much a financial complaint. It's just kind of a daily minor annoyance, sometimes a major annoyance. It depends on how noisy your apartment neighbors are. And everyone's going to make some noise, but some noises can get annoying. Or maybe the walls are thin and it's just kind of a constant background noise pollution. So, renting apartments, you're probably going to hear neighbors. If you have upstairs neighbors, you're going to hear every step they take. Probably, unless it's built really well and solid, but not every apartment is like that. So, that can motivate people to be like, you know what, I want a house. I don't want to hear someone take a shower on the other side of the wall. All right, number 6, pet limitations. This can be a big one. So lots of rentals do allow pets, lots don't. And the ones that do allow pets, there's usually another fee. And that's okay, we got to pay for housing for our pets. But, when you're shopping for rentals, if you have pets or want pets, you're going to be eliminating a lot of your choices because a lot of rentals are just like no pets. And you kind of can't blame them. There can be issues. Dog barking can upset other tenants. Cat pee, well, no one wants cat pee in their building. Some cats are good, some aren't. So, I can understand why a lot of rentals don't allow pets, and then the ones that do will charge extra fees, but it is a limitation. And, a lot of people really enjoy having pets. So if you want pets, especially a dog, a big dog especially, you're probably going to need a house. You might be able to rent a house with a yard where they'll allow the dog, but still you're going to have fewer choices because a lot of landlords are going to be like, no, I just don't want to deal with the possibility of what pets could do to my property. So pet limitations. Number 7, following pet limitations, there can be guest limitations. Maybe you can't, a lot of leases will say, someone can't stay more than 3 days, or you can't have so many people over. I mean, your rental might not have room to have a lot of people stay with you, but sometimes people want to have their family visit, and it could be 2-3 people in there extra. And there are lease limitations on guests, the number and how long they can stay. And that's not necessarily a bad rule, especially for other people in the apartment building. They don't want just random long-term extra people packed in there. Neither does the property owner. But it is a limitation, so that will motivate people, especially if they like to have out-of-town friends and family spend the weekend. That can maybe be a violation with your lease, depending on where you live. All right, number 8. You can't earn interest on your security deposit or do any investment with it. I mean, it's usually maybe $1,000 or so. It's not a huge amount, but it is a huge amount to take out of circulation for your financial purposes. Some states or municipalities do have rules where the landlord or landlady or the company is supposed to, when they give you your security deposit back, it's supposed to have the interest you earned on it. They hold it in an interest-bearing account and they calculate what you earned. So that's nice. But I'm in Michigan and there is no state law about that. So say you have $1,000 or $1,500 security deposit you got to put down. Okay, you got to do that, but that money isn't yours to use. It can't be in an emergency fund for you. You can't put it in a retirement account. It's just there, this money that has to sit around year after year in someone else's account because it's security deposit on your rental. Number 9, your home or apartment could be sold out from under you. People who own rental properties from time to time sell them for whatever reason. They might be ready to cash out all their equity in it. They might be sick of having a rental property. So that is uncomfortable knowing that even if I'm happy with renting and I like my spot and it's going okay, that building could be sold. The new owner could raise your rent. The new owner could not renew your lease because they want you gone. So there's another insecurity there that's kind of unpleasant. And that leads into number 10. My 10th reason I hate renting is someone else has a key to your home, that you're never going to feel real secure there. There's always the property manager or the property owner. They have a key to your home, and they need key to your home. I mean, sometimes they have to access it. What if you had a heart attack and died? They want to be able to get in there without breaking the door. Maybe you need maintenance and you're fine with them coming in while you're at work and taking care of whatever it is, replace your refrigerator, whatever. So, but there's always someone, when you lay your head down at night, you're going to know that someone else has a key to your house. I never liked that, and I think a lot of other people don't too. Sure, I rented for a lot of years, but when I bought my first home and any subsequent home that I owned, it's just a wonderful feeling. Be like, change those locks. I got the key. I have control over who gets the key. It's mine. No random person could acquire the key and come in. They're going to have to break in. And so, not that I want that to happen, but I don't want them to let themselves in. So this concludes my 10 reasons I hate renting. If you are a renter or have rented in the past, I'm sure you could relate to a few of them. Renting a home or apartment does have its uses, and it's a great choice at various stages in your life, but many people conclude that they would like to buy a house. So if you would like to buy a house, I am a real estate agent, and I would like to talk to you. You can call or text me at 269-967-6589. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Michigan Real Estate in Battle Creek. So obviously, if you want a house in the Battle Creek area or Kalamazoo or Marshall area, we can go shopping. And there's a lot of rural areas around here too. If you're like, I am done with renting and I want to move to the country and have my peace and quiet, we can shop rural areas around here as well. Thank you for watching, and please leave a comment on what you hate about renting, or maybe what you love about renting, because some people don't want to have to deal with taking care of a house. I get that. So please comment, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.